Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So in this video, we'll be talking about the cone. So first, let's make up a cone. Okay, so we have our cone here. Now let's also make the height of this cone. So it's going to start from the top to the center of the circle, okay? And then if we join this center to the circumference of our circle, then this is going to be our radius, okay? So this is our R. This is our mean height of the cone. This side over here, this is called the slant height of the cone, and it is usually represented by L, okay? So we also get a right angle triangle when we make these lines. So this is our right angle and this is our right angled triangle. And again, since we have a right angle triangle, we can always use the Pythagoras theorem to find these sides of the triangle, okay? Now let's start with the formula for volume of the cone, okay? So the formula to find the volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h, okay? So where did we get this formula from? So if you look at a cylinder, so this is just a rough sketch, okay? And if you divide this cylinder into 3 parts, you get a cone. So the volume of the cone is going to be 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder. And we know that the volume of cylinder is base area times height, which is pi r square h. And when we just put this 1 by 3 in front of this volume of cylinder, then we get the volume of the cone, okay? And in this way, we get our volume of the cone as 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now our second formula is going to be the formula of curved surface area. So the curved surface area of our cone is this part, okay? So whenever you eat an ice cream, you hold on to this, right? So the area of this surface is the curved surface area. And the formula to find the curved surface area of a cone is pi r L, okay? So there's a logic behind this formula, okay? And since not everybody wants to know the logic, they just want to memorize it. So if you want to memorize it, this is the formula. But if you also want to know the logic, then we'll discuss about the logic at the end of this video. So the curved surface area is pi r L. Now the formula for the total surface area is pretty simple, okay? So you write that pi r L, which is our curved surface area, plus you need to add this part over here, okay? So we already have the area of this curved surface, which is our pi r L. And if we add this circular part, we get the area of total surfaces, okay? And we know that the area of a circle is pi r square. So pi r L plus pi r square is the formula for total surface area of the cone. Now, if you take the pi r common, you get pi r bracket L plus r remaining here. And people usually write this as pi r bracket r plus L instead of L plus r. It's the same thing, okay? It's just that this formula is more famous than that one, okay? But both of them are correct. So that's our formula for total surface area of our cone. And these are all the formulas that you need to learn to solve problems related to cone. Now, for our logic behind the curved surface area of our cone is, let's say we cut our cone like this over here with our scissor, okay? Then what we'll get is a figure which looks something like this. Okay, so if we cut off our cone from this, then it will look something like this. Obviously, there is also going to be a circle over here, right? But I'm not making that part because we only need the curved surface area. So I'm just making the curved surface part over here. Now, how do we find the area of this curved surface? So the first thing that you need to know is this entire part is actually a circle, okay? So it's formed from this part when we cut it out, right? And when we open it up, this changed into that, okay? So this is actually our circle, and the length of this arc is actually 2 pi r, okay? Because the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, and this is our circle, right? So it's 2 pi r over here. It's going to be 2 pi r over here as well, right? So we have our length of our arc as 2 pi r, okay? Now the second thing that you need to know is this side is our L, okay? It's the slant height of our cone. So this side is also our slant height of the cone. Now, how do we find the area of this figure? So we can find the area of this figure by making a lot of triangles, okay? So I'm just making a few triangles over here, okay? But the more you can make them, the better, okay? Now we're going to find the area of all these triangles and add them up, and we'll get pi r L, okay? So let's see. So we have our area equals to, So first, we're going to find the area of this first triangle, right? And the area of this triangle is going to be 1 by 2 base times height. Now, our base is this part right here. So I'm going to call that part B1. And our height is actually 90 degrees from here to the tip of our triangle, right? But when we make a lot of triangles, this height is going to be equal to this slant height. So we are going to assume this slant height as our main height, because again, we are assuming that we have made up a lot of infinite triangles over here, okay? So our height is L, our base is B1. So the area of our first triangle is going to be 1 by 2. Base into height is going to be B1 times L. Plus, the area of our second triangle is going to be, again, let's assume this as our B2. So we'll have 1 by 2 B2 times, again, our height is our L, right? So L. And dot, 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 we can add a lot of these triangles and we'll get 1 by 2. Let's call this last side Bn. And we get Bn times L, okay? So again, the height of this triangle is also L. Now, if we take 1 by 2L common from all these terms, we'll get B1 plus B2 plus dot, dot, dot plus Bn in our bracket, right? And we know that when we add these B1, B2, right, these little sides of our triangle, then we are going to get this entire orange side, right? And we know that the value of this entire orange side is 2 pi r, right? So if we add B1 plus B2 plus B3 dot, dot, dot Bn, then the sum is going to be total 2 pi r. So we can write this as 1 by 2 L times our B1 plus B2 plus dot, dot, dot is 2 pi r, right? Now we can cut this 2 and that 2, and what we get at the end is L times pi r is pi r L. So the area of our figure up here is pi r L, right? And we know that this figure right here is the curved surface part of our cone. So the curved surface area of our cone is pi r L. We got that down here, right? So in this way, the curved surface area of a cone is pi r L. And done. So the volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. The curved surface area is pi r L, and the total surface area is pi r bracket r plus L. So if you enjoyed our video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for future maths videos. Thank you.